Liam Prescott had less than 2 days to live and no idea. The tech mogul brushed off his swollen calf as a travel cramp, his breathlessness as stress, the stabbing ache in his chest as bad room service. The truth one a doctor could have told him was that a massive blood clot was moving through his body, a silent killer counting down the hours. From the penthouse suite of the Alpine Crest Resort, Liam orchestrated million-dollar deals while Ava Morales, the maid assigned to his floor, quietly noticed everything he ignored. She had seen this before. Her aunt had nearly died from the same thing, and she knew what happened if it went untreated. But rules at the Alpine Crest were ironclad. Staff didn't interfere with the private lives of guests, especially high-profile ones. On her first day cleaning his suite, Ava noticed the way Liam favored one leg, his complexion a shade too pale, the faint red blotches on his ankle. His manners were curt, his attention fixed on his laptop, but to Ava, the sign screamed danger. Each day, she saw more: the untouched meals, the cough that lingered too long, the old prescription bottle of blood thinners in his gym bag. When she offered a casual suggestion about the hotel spa for muscle tension, he bristled. When she mentioned the hotel doctor, he dismissed her. "It's just the altitude," he insisted. Ava's gut told her otherwise. Then one night, she heard a heavy thump above her floor, a sound she knew too well. She raced to his suite and found Liam on the floor, flushed, sweating, breathing in short, shallow bursts. He tried to wave her off, muttering about an important call with Tokyo, but when his leg buckled beneath him, she caught him. She begged to call a doctor. He refused. She stayed anyway, hovering in the shadows of his suite while he worked through a meeting, gripping the desk until his knuckles whitened, coughing into a handkerchief that came away speckled with blood. The next morning, his breathing was worse. Ava made the choice she knew could cost her job. She called 911. The hotel manager stormed in, furious. His assistant shouted about stock prices and bad press. Ava stood her ground. "He's dying," she said coldly. "And I'm not letting him." Paramedics confirmed what she already feared: a massive pulmonary embolism. If she'd waited another hour, they told her, he'd have been gone. In the ambulance, Liam gripped her hand like she was the only thing anchoring him to life. At the hospital, the story took an unexpected turn. Blood tests revealed traces of a drug that made clotting more likely. Someone had been poisoning him slowly. Only 3 people had access to his personal supplements: the chairman of his board, his personal assistant, and his longtime physician. Evidence pointed to the doctor, a man Liam had called a friend who vanished before police could arrest him. When Liam recovered enough to speak, he told Ava the truth. If she hadn't acted, not only would the clot have killed him, but the poisoning would have gone unnoticed. "You didn't just save my life," he said. "You exposed someone trying to end it." The media descended on the story, dubbing her a hero. The hotel suspended her for violating protocol. The board offered to pressure the hotel into reinstating her, but Ava refused to use threats to save her job. Liam made another offer: work with him, not as his maid, but as someone he trusted to see what others missed. She didn't answer right away. Over the weeks that followed, their connection deepened. Liam began dismantling the toxic empire he'd built, choosing transparency over secrecy. When his physician was finally caught trying to flee the country, Liam held a press conference, revealing everything: the poisoning, the company's inner rot, and the maid who saved his life when no one else would. 6 months later, Ava and Liam co-founded a nonprofit to train hotel and healthcare workers to recognize hidden medical dangers like his. The program's first year saved dozens of lives. At the foundation's launch gala, Ava spoke to a packed room. "Sometimes," she said, "saving a life is about paying attention when everyone else walks by." As the applause swelled, she caught Liam's eye in the front row. He smiled, not the guarded, calculating look she'd first seen in the penthouse, but something warmer. She'd saved his life. In return, he'd given her a purpose bigger than herself. Years later, at a medical conference back at the Alpine Crest, Ava spotted a man in an expensive suit limping toward the elevator. For a moment, she hesitated. Then she stepped forward. "Long flights can cause blood clots," she told him gently. "There's a free clinic 2 blocks away. 10 minutes could save your life." He looked at her like she was overstepping. Then something in her face made him pause. "All right," he said. 10 minutes. Ava watched him walk away, knowing she might have just changed everything for a stranger again. Because that's who she was now, the woman who saw what others missed and acted anyway, no matter the cost.